Hi, Ed Sal here. I'm going to tell you in this video how to transfer a file, for example, a photograph from your Windows computer to an Android cell phone. I'm working with with Windows 10, and my cell phone is the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE, but I imagine most of what I tell you here is also applicable um, with other versions of Windows and other modern cell phones. So the there are various ways of doing such a transfer. You can find many YouTubes of people telling you how to do that. Unfortunately, most of them are trying to sell you specialized software to do it, which is a total waste of money because you can do it free uh, with the software that's on your Windows computer, and the supporting software, of course, on the cell phone. So um, the um, uh, the question then becomes one of how to make the connection between the cell phone and the computer, uh, and you can do it either wirelessly or with a cable. I choose to use a cable, and which brings up the question of what kind of cable. And the answer that question, I want to show you a photograph that I took here. And on the left is the connector at one end of this cable. It's the old-fashioned USB um, uh, A, which has been around for decades, and the on the right is the newer um, connector that is on all modern cell phone. This is USB-C. If you have an older computer and a modern cell phone, you'll need this cable. If you're fortunate enough to have a new computer and a new cell phone, you don't need to buy anything because that cable came with your cell phone. But if you do need to buy this, you can get it at Best Buy or other places. They're very inexpensive. One about 2 or 3 feet long. You can get a pair of them for $5 or less. Um, so that's the hardware end, and now we get to the fundamentals of the process, and it's really just a matter of you want to copy a file from somewhere on your PC uh, to somewhere on the cell phone. So uh, the you probably know where it is on your PC. If you don't, you better look because you're going to need it. And here, in my case, is let me get rid of this. See if I can close out this. Get that out of the way. Yeah, on my computer, I have a folder that is called um, it's in the hiking directory in a subfolder called Mount Baldy, and there are a bunch of photos from that particular hike. This is uh, near Los Angeles. It's about a 10,500 feet, something like that, altitude. But anyway, we want to get a copy of this and somehow move it over to the cell phone. So the question of finding the place to put it on the cell phone is a little more um, probably a little less familiar to you. Let's put it that way. The easiest way to do it, though, is to um, uh, wait until the last moment, as I have, I'm here talking to you. Myself, the cable was plugged in one end into the cell phone, but the other end is still dangling. It's not connected.
And the reason it is because as soon as you plug it in, the computer will detect that it's there and set you to the root of the directory structure on the cell phone. And then it's just a matter of finding the folder in that cell phone directory that you want to put it. So um, the I'm now. Oh, one other thing, I'm going to pause here for a moment because I'm going to make sure that my cell phone doesn't uh, go blank in the middle of the process. In order for this to work, the cell phone cannot be locked. So you might want to set your cell phone so that it's the longest possible time before it of inactivity before it goes into lock mode. I think you can set it as much as 10 minutes, maybe 15. So anyway, so you set the cell phone to make sure it's unlocked, and then and only then do you plug it into the PC. And I'm going to do that right now, and I'll hear a loud system noise when I do that, but I'm wearing a headset. But you won't hear it. But what you will see now is that this directory has popped up. This new instance of the Windows Explorer, File Explorer, has popped up, and here you see that it is uh, uh, in the root directory of the cell phone. Um, in my case, it's off of it's this PC, and then off of uh, this right here is the name of my cell phone uh, that I assigned that when I set up the cell phone. So you just need to be in some subdirectory of this. So you expand that and go down to one that's called pictures or whatever you want. And you can see that I've done this before. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I put in here. But let's just pick one at random here over here and get ready for this, folks. Just grab it and drag it over here. And voila, if I can get it in the right place. There it is. Now they've got it there, and we still have it over here. Let's see which one. This one and this one exactly the same picture. So that's it. I don't know how I could add any to that. Hope that it's clear to you, and that I'm sure it will work. And if it doesn't work, it's probably because your phone went to sleep. All right. Thank you for listening, and hope that this helps.